Good morning America, today the 17th of January 2026 news. A Utah judge heard arguments to disqualify the prosecution team in the case of conservative activist Charlie Kirk's alleged killer, after claims of a conflict of interest because a senior prosecutor's daughter witnessed the September 10 killing. The U.S. Federal Aviation Administration warned airlines to be cautious when flying over Mexico, Central America and parts of South America due to possible military activity and GPS interference, issuing notices to airmen effective for 60 days. A U.S. judge ordered the Trump administration to correct its error in deporting a 19-year-old college student to Honduras, giving 3 weeks to fix the mistake and recommending issuance of a student visa after a court order was violated. Justice Department opens criminal investigation into Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey over alleged conspiracy to impede federal immigration agents amid the large federal deployment and protests in Minneapolis St. Paul. Subpoenas have been prepared as part of the probe. U.S. President Donald Trump bought about $100 million in municipal and corporate bonds from mid-November to late December, including holdings in Netflix and Warner Bros. Discovery, with most investments in municipal bonds and others in firms like Boeing, Occidental Petroleum and General Motors. U.S. banks face uncertainty after President Donald Trump called for a one-year 10% cap on credit card interest rates. Lacking details on enforcement, banks warn the proposal could reduce credit access and have struggled to decide how to respond. Machado said she is confident that the remnants of what she calls Venezuela's criminal regime will eventually be dismantled and that there will be an orderly transition to free elections, while cautioning the path ahead will be complex and take time. Cubans gathered in large numbers outside the U.S. Embassy in Havana to protest what they denounced as U.S. aggression following Washington's military raid in Venezuela and the capture of President Nicolas Maduro, with protesters condemning the deaths of Cuban officers and rising tensions between Havana and Washington. U.S. President Donald Trump pardoned Puerto Rico's former governor Wanda Vázquez Garced, previously indicted in a federal corruption case. The Justice Department confirmed the pardon, dated Thursday, adding it to the updated list of clemency grants issued by Trump. Judge orders federal immigration agents in Minnesota to curb tactics against peaceful protesters, blocking arrests, detentions, pepper spray, tear gas or retaliation unless there's reasonable suspicion of criminal activity, in response to a lawsuit by local activists and observers. The Los Angeles Lakers will be without top scorer Luka Doncic, sidelined with left groin soreness, while Portland Trail Blazers star Deni Avdija is doubtful due to a lower back strain. Doncic leads the NBA with 33.6 points per game. Washington Capitals GM Chris Patrick said there will be no updates on Alex Ovechkin's future until season's end. He noted Ovechkin is focused on helping the team reach the playoffs and pursue another Stanley Cup, reflecting the front office's short-term focus. Attorneys for Clippers owner Steve Ballmer filed to dismiss a lawsuit from former Aspiration investors. Court documents obtained by ESPN describe the fraud allegations involving payments to Kawhi Leonard as sensational and patently false, seeking to end the legal claims. Darren Peterson scored 26 points as Kansas defeated Baylor 80-62 in Big 12 play. Flory Bidunga added 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 blocks, matching his season best, recording his 6th double-double of the season for the Jayhawks.